Hey, we're live
Hello.
again. Mwah. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Radical Connections TV with
Me and Irina.
me and Irina. My
Or
husband.
Irina and me.
There you go, Jesse and Irina Kaufman. We are so delighted to be here with you because we're gonna share a love story today. So, yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to show you something that we actually had a really beautiful connection with an old friend.
Yes, a friend that is 19 years my senior is a former pastor of mine and mentor, and we still maintain good connections.
Yep.
His wife passed away from cancer 2 years ago, I think, and he is engaged again, and he shared how that came about. And there was something we shared with him that he always remembered and applied it. And he testified how that really made an impact on his choice of a wife. So did you want to tie that into this? I mean, I mentioned it now,
actually,
but
no, we're not going to tie this into it because it's their life story that we will hopefully share with you in the future.
Maybe an interview.
Stay
tuned.
Because what he said was just so beautiful, and it reminds us that those of you who are new, you haven't been here for just a short time, maybe watching us. You never heard our love story, how we met and why, and what really brought us together, and why our marriage is so different from other people's marriages,
and why it looks fake to some people.
Why it looks fake to some people, because oh my gosh, this is so real and it's so beautiful. Next week is our 2 years anniversary, and we still can't believe that we've been married for 2 years already.
We don't know what the honeymoon stage is because
it's always honeymoon kind of.
It's the same as it was when we started. Nothing's changed. So what is the honeymoon stage? Are we still in it?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is I love her more than ever before, and we have unbroken connection and communication. And
yeah, beautiful.
We've always successfully processed through any disagreements and triggers, and whatever comes up that normally challenges relationships, we move through them. It's not that we don't have them. It's just not a big deal. It's like more a matter of fact, like, okay, it's not something that needs to derail or anything, So.
That's true. So, what I'm thinking right now is this. At the end, we're going to share something with you that is significant why we have this love story. And the couple that Jesse mentioned earlier have a similar love story. And it's, both of us had those things in our early relationships that got us into where we're at, right? Into getting married. And stay tuned to the end. We're going to reveal that at the end. And it's really awesome. If you're going to do that, you're going to have a beautiful story yourself too. With other things, obviously, there is so many things that help the love story and help marriages to be beautiful. But how did we meet? And maybe let's do it in a very short. If we can do it in 15 minutes, we're already in 4 something minutes.
Oh, so I would like to share, how entering any relationship, it doesn't matter what the relationship is, whether it has, the goal of romance in it or not, it doesn't matter. There's no expectations. And none of your relationships, even the ones that are existing, you shouldn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
Expectations lead to disappointments.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean you have to lower your expectations. It's not about lowering them. It's not about, lowering your standards. It's about it's the reverse form, or the different way of saying love without conditions.
Yes.
There's no conditions to true love. You love the person because they're a human being and created in God's image.
Mm-hmm.
And we all need love.
Mm-hmm.
We all need good connections. We all need good people in our lives.
Yeah.
And to be that to somebody else without conditions is the epitome of love.
Yes.
It's not something you earn.
Yep.
It's something that's given freely because we're creatures of love. We're created by a God who is the very epitome of love. He is love, and
Yep.
he created us in love and created us to receive love and to give love. And so all your relationships, you start them without expectations. Like if let's say you're single, you want to get married,
Mm-hmm.
just for the sake of the example, you're a guy or girl, doesn't matter. And you focus on starting building friendships with no expectations. There's nothing in it for you.
Mm-hmm.
No marriage in the picture. You don't focus on that. Just go out and make a bunch of friends of the opposite gender and the same gender too. Keep
Mm-hmm.
it, mix it up, and various ages, so that you can practice doing it without expectations. You want to practice. I'll speak to the guys. If you want to practice building friendships with women with no expectations, go make friends and connect with grandma age women, or women that are old enough to be your grandma,
Mm-hmm.
where there's zero chance of attraction or unhealthy emotional connection.
Yep.
And tell them, like, go to the nursing home for
That's a good idea.
Pete's sake, and go regularly, build a friendship with another woman and learn how to connect. And then once you get that in you, and in the process of doing that with others where marriage is out of the picture,
Mm-hmm.
you will then be in a healthy position to connect with the one that is meant for you once you do meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are practicing and exercising how to connect with someone in such a way to where if it doesn't work out, you don't have all the messy disappointments and the whole breakup thing, because we're not dating. This is not dating.
Yeah.
So that's how we did it. That's really, the framework of our love story. That's how we did it. And everything else is roofs and shingles and siding and insulation. But that's the skeleton framework of what made our love story a beautiful love story, and why it's still good, because we still exist in that no expectations and connect in that.
Yeah. And it's interesting too, is that when you use that in our love story, what happened is that we were connected through a certain course. We shared with some of you what it was. It's called Fast Track to Marriage, and it was an online Facebook challenge, actually, that was helping and giving tools to singles to fast track them towards marriage, help them to what to do. What are the things that we're actually doing this right now? If you're interested, let us know. We actually have that right now. So we met through that. We start practicing with each other. And the idea was not to matchmake anyone or have, poke people and say, hey, connect to this person or that person.
And with capital letters, it was not dating.
It was not dating.
This is not dating.
And that's where I'm going, actually. Okay. So the huge thing, as Jesse just said, capital letters, not dating. This world created dating as a big deal and more important than marriage. We forgot how to make friends, genuine friends with opposite sex. It used to be normal before. And if it didn't, we need to make it normal, because two human beings connecting on a deeper level, it doesn't have to be sexual attraction, okay? And that is important. That's what we did when we started connecting. We were practicing simple tools of genuinely getting to know each other with no expectations, no sexual, draw towards another person. Oh my gosh, what is he gonna, is he gonna like me if I say that? What if I do that? We did not put our, the best self out there to show, to fake maybe some things that another person would like us. No, we were ourselves from the beginning, and we didn't have to create anything for another person to like us. And that's the biggest thing that gives success to others, when you have no expectations and you learn to connect with opposite sex as friends.
And by
Okay.
by connecting deeply with someone of the opposite gender, we're not referring to one-night stands. We're not referring to hooking up, and we're not referring to making up.
No.
It's not what we're talking about.
No.
Connecting over dreams and goals and vision for life and your mission, and finding out that about each other, asking about each other's family, their occupation, what they love to do for recreation, what are their dreams and goals in all areas of life, and have fun talking about that. And, share spiritual victories and goals and dreams and wins.
Yeah.
And connect over things that matter in the long run. What's going to matter in the long run.
And, I understand that a lot of you probably don't even know what that means. Like, what is going to matter? How would you know what's going to matter, right? Well, we actually have a whole list of things that you can talk about, different categories. And, some people have that in their life because of their parents maybe raised them up that way, or they talk to some people who have successful marriages and they gave them maybe a similar list. So we have a list where you can actually, it's like a cheat sheet, right? You can take it and you go with that. That's what we did. And you know what? I can tell you, we got to know each other within the 5-month period. And it was beautiful because we were able to connect not only on our goals and visions and what is our mission is, what are the things we like to do for fun, spiritually, what are our financial goals and other things that we connected on. It showed us who we are and what we are desiring. And that's why we were able to recognize each other. And, of course, I want to highlight this too, is that if you have a strong and deep relationship with your Heavenly Father, He's going to lead you in this process, right? It's not just going to be like, how do I know if that's the right person? He's going to lead you. He's going to tell you. He's going to mention something or give you that feeling inside, right? But interesting thing, and that's, I'm going to say this now because it's just, I think it's a good timing for that. Is it okay?
I don't know. Go for it.
Is when you have no expectations, it brings you freedom and it brings you clarity so you can make a decision.
An uncluttered decision.
Uncluttered decision. And it is golden. It's so golden. When Jesse and I, we met one time in person after knowing each other for 4 months. Jesse came to visit me here in Florida. He lived in Montana at that time. We had connection through videos, through phone calls, Marco Polos. And when he came to see me in person, he came to just see if we actually going to click, just seeing each other in person, because over the phone, over the video is different, right? And we did. It was beautiful. Then after the weekend, he was here. He got a motel room and close by where I was living so we can spend more time together. We went to church, we went to the beach, we talked about things, and it really did matter to us to see if we connect. And when I'm saying that on the physical level or in person, there was no physical except for we held hands. And that was actually the sign for both of us to let each other know that we want to move forward. And after that, we decided, okay, we want to move forward. What does it mean for both of us? It meant going towards marriage. And then 3 weeks after that, we met at the retreat that the company that put out that beautiful Fast Track to Marriage course for us did for graduates to create a deeper connection, deeper processing where we can go and break out of different bondages that maybe we still had, beliefs and fears that was holding us back. And we did that. It was scary. It was really scary, but we did that. We went through that. We broke through some really major things. And Jesse proposed to me right there.
And I just now realized on this video why it might have been so difficult and scary. It's because on the second time we met, there were expectations involved.
Yes.
The first time there were no expectations. I just came to see her and hey, we'll just have fun as friends and we'll have a great time.
That's right.
Whether it goes anywhere or not, who cares? I'm just going to go see you and have fun and hang out.
Yep.
And the second time we had expectations and it was a little bit more tough. We had to process through some stuff, but it was all part of the process. It's all good now, you know, looking back, we had to go through that narrow space to be where we are. But it was just highlighting that expectations. It makes the relationship tough. And can bring some challenges that can so easily be avoided.
Yeah. And, you know, when we broke those expectations and Jesse proposed to me, we both couldn't wait to connect with each other on a different level and say, hey, yeah, okay, I'm ready to move forward. You know, whatever that is, I'm ready to move forward. And guess what happened after that again? We start planning how we're going to do the next thing. When should we do a wedding even? And both of us start feeling that pressure of expectations.
So what did we do?
And we decided to get married right there at the retreat. 2 days later. 2 days later. Well, it was actually the morning after that we announced to our mentors, Carlos and Chantel. And we said, would you marry us here today? Maybe? What do you think?
And they did. And we had a great honeymoon period there for a day or two.
Yeah.
And then we split as I went back to Montana to pack my bags, figure out how to get down to Florida ASAP.
Yeah.
While you were hunting for an apartment. So we were apart for 11 days after our honeymoon. And getting back together was a little bit challenging for the first day as well, because again, there were expectations. So what we're saying is, when you just drop the expectations, how to do that, we'll have to save that for another video, but we're just going to highlight and underscore that to keep that in mind is, you're setting yourself up for disappointment if you have expectations instead of just going with the flow and allowing just, you know, plan things out the best you can, but hold things loosely and go for, if possible, just to lead into a future video. I'll leave this nugget with you.
Yeah.
It's what I said in the beginning. Treat all your friendships, including your intimate ones, without those expectations, and simply focus on connection and friendship. And when you do that, the other things, they take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to try to force a square peg into a round hole.
Yes, that's right.
That's what expectations do.
And so we wanted to share that with you. And we said we're going to leave it to the end. We shared it earlier than that because it's a really, really, really important thing. And if it doesn't make sense to you and you're still looking at this video thinking,
I'm going, huh?
Like, what do you mean? What? I don't get it. What is that? How is that not having expectations? Listen, message us then.
Ask us the questions. And we'll do a follow-up video.
You know, because something we learn every single day. Ask, and then you will have what you ask for, right? If you need to know, ask. And guess what? We will get back to you.
The path is revealed in the asking.
That's right. So don't be afraid. We're here to help you guys. We have so many tools, and our mentors with us, they gave us the tools that we're using, and that's another story we can share later, why we have such a beautiful marriage. But first thing is no expectations. So take that to the next level, practice it, go have fun with it, and drop the dating thing. It does not work. It only makes things harder, too much pressure, and no freedom. No freedom. Okay.
And singles, go for the nursing home. Start making friends with the opposite gender without expectations.
Yep.
And then carry that mindset into the ones that are eligible, and you will do well.
That's right. And one last thing, and we're ending this video. Okay. Intimacy can start after you say I do. Okay? You don't have to test intimacy. Intimacy is beautiful when you have your best friend
Yep.
by your side. And there's trust, there's beautiful freedom in that too, because again, no expectations.
Yeah. And sexual intimacy before marriage is kind of like trying to help a rose bloom or to help a chick out of its egg.
Before it's time.
Yeah, you open it before it's time. It just doesn't look
You're forcing
as
something
good as
that's
it could
not.
be if you just let
Yeah.
it develop on its own.
So, is that it for
That's
today?
good. We're going into
Okay.
topic 2 and 3. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Be blessed. We'll see you next time.